I haven't used the nets in a minute.
Brooklyn, the home of the Nets, in a fine Eastern Conference affair here at Barclays Center. Thanks for joining us as we get set to bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. With Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony alongside, I'm Kevin Harlan at the table. And from the sidelines, it's our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. Pass to Claxton. Now Thomas. Three-pointer. Ball with the rebound. One thing about LaMelo Ball, he can really take over at times, Greg, when he's healthy and playing well.
And a lot of that is just his feel for the game. He processes quickly and then has the talent to execute. It's pretty hard to stop him when he's in the flow.
And so the Charlotte Hornets get the first points of the ball game. They get it back. Here's Claxton, and he uses.
I gotta make those mid-range shots when they give them to me.
That's a good way to start the game. Nice inside bucket right there.
Ball surveying the defense for three, and it's Russell with the rebound.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Excellent D there from Williams.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Back to Bridges. To the paint. Williams inside. No good with the layup. And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Nets. With the teardrop. Bridges with the board. Outside Ball. Following some ups and downs, Richard, the Brooklyn Nets, and you know this. They're back in rebuild mode.
Yes, unfortunately they are, but fans shouldn't let the word rebuild discourage them. The Nets still have a ton of solid pieces, and it's just a question of making smart moves from here on out.
You know, Greg, one thing you notice, we were just talking about this with the Hornets in recent years, a lot of changing lineups.
And you expect that with the team, with where they're at. They're looking for any advantage game.
Hey, he backed up and let it fly.
Trying to build that identity as a franchise. And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Miller with a wide open look. And the Hornets miss again. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, had a chance to talk with head coach Jordy Fernandez.
Yes, sir. Way to work that pick and roll.
The hidden talents of LaMelo Ball. Coach said he's still a young player in this league, but we can't take that lightly. We've seen what he's done to soft defenses. We need to be physical. So we'll see if that defense tightens up for them. Guys?
Thank you, David. Shots good by Miller.
That was a good-ass shot. Damn.
Off movement. It makes Miller so tough to defend.
Here's Russell. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And it's Miller penetrating. And Miller throws it down hard.
And using his length to come right off the drive into the hoop there. Big time move by Miller.
Johnson outside. Back to Russell. Screen by Claxton. And it's Russell missing.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Outside Ball. Puts up a 3. Rebounded by the Nets. Outside Thomas. Hits some rim on
Yes,
the
sir.
way in, and the bucket's good. Thomas got 5 points so far.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Miller surveying the floor. Shakes him. And taken away by Johnson. Nobody near Williams. That's in coming
Right,
up. Assist
defense
from
turned
Johnson.
offense.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Ball no good.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
And Russell gets it to go.
An active competitor, Russell won't go down without a fight, especially around the rim.
Williams a screen. Loads it up for Williams. No good, unable to end this run. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Defensively, they and hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Hey guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
Where there's a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting, Greg. What's your opinion of that?
Well, Kevin, you know, stretching the D isn't just about how far out they have to defend. It's the distance between that and how far in you have to defend. That's why analytics favors shots at the rim and from distance.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
Hey, he letting that joint fly with LaMelo.
And Brooklyn has possession. They lead by 4. Here's Russell. And there's the drive. That's in, and that's his 4th basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%.
And maybe not the most explosive athlete, but Russell has the ability to change pace and knows when to be aggressive.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
I'm going to have to bring help
Kevin,
over.
The Brooklyn Nets wasted no time hiring their next coach, Jordi Fernandez, shortly after the conclusion of last season. Despite his youth, Fernandez has been on the rise after stops as an assistant with the Kings, Nuggets, and Cavs.
Yes, sir. I should have hit what's called on the 3.
You know, D.A., we've been talking about Jordi Fernandez for a long time. Now his big break, and I'm very happy. I know we all are for Coach Fernandez. Hey, David, thank you. And stolen by Williams. Johnson right side. The 3. Good, and the assist goes.
Oh, I take it. Let's go.
Johnson's got the lead up to 9 now for the Nets.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, coach has to be thrilled. You can draw up all the X's and O's you want.
Oh, that play right there!
Okay, that's us done.
I was too late swinging over.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still, a magnificent move to the rim. You know, the hopes of a super team in Brooklyn did not come to fruition at all, Richard, and you saw it firsthand.
Thank you for reminding me of that, Kevin. Yes, I had a front row view to it. And look, from a fan's perspective, it's a tough take. The team brings in some of the biggest stars this league has ever seen. You are thinking championship, and you never got close.
Bridges inside. Scoreless thus far. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The rebound by Sharp. Nets leading by 6. Oh, and here comes Johnson all alone.
Showing his ability to run the floor. Johnson Johnson making plays.
Bridges outside. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. Oh, and there's the foul. It's on Josh Okogie. That's his first foul. So it's Brooklyn now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. They set the screen. And it's Russell missing.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Here's Miller. And Miller throws it down hard.
And what an incredible talent Miller is. What a ferocious finish there.
With some art. And that
Loader.
Russell's got 4 points now in the quarter. And you look at the career of D'Angelo Russell. I mean, he's played for several teams, including the Lakers twice.
Teams keep trading for D'Lo for his offense. He can be electric. There is a reason why he's been named an all-star in his career.
Miller outside. 1:02 left in the first half. There's 3-pointers off the mark. Brooklyn leading by 6. Pass to Russell. Johnson the screen. Lets it go from the wing. Hornets with the rebound. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
Hits. Got that one from Nurkic.
Damn, I should have been called timeout. My bad.
More than that to stop Nurkic using that muscle to just brush past the defender.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. So both teams making some changes here. There's 37 seconds left in the first half. Johnson outside. And the Nets miss again. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. Brooklyn leading by 4. The 3 from Thomas. Bridges with the board. A fast break now for Charlotte. Here's Mann. That 3 off the mark.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, it's all about clock management with these situations. Let's see how that plays out.
Down low. And
Yes, sir. Good slip.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We come back right after this. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. So it's the Hornets now. They trail by 6. Here's ball. Pass to Bridges. Fires the 3. Hits it from 3.
Damn, this nigga playing and street ball.
Bridges got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Hornets. Russell inside. Jacks up a 3. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Outside ball. The kick out to Williams. Charlotte needs to get a shot up. 2 on the clock. And the shot clock expires. 24 second
Excellent defense.
Little over a minute gone here in the second half. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for Brooklyn. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Outside Thomas. Out to Russell. Over in the corner, Williams. No good on the 3. Hornets trail by 6. Pass the ball. And Charlotte can't hang on to the ball.
Good help over. We need that every time.
Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Russell looking around. Releases. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. And now it's an 8-point Brooklyn lead.
Attention to detail is what's helped Russell improve his scoring ability every year.
Right side, ball. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Claxton. That's leading by 8. Russell with it. And it's Miller picking him up. Pass to Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Outside Russell. Thomas with it. Over Miller. No good with the wing jumper. Cam Thomas was the 27th pick in the 2021 NBA Draft GA. I think a lot of teams, wouldn't you agree, are regretting passing on him.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to believe that he fell all the way to the end of the first round. Lots of teams would love to have a scorer like him on their roster.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordy Fernandez. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Minutes gone now in the third quarter. It's Thomas on the wing. Pass to Claxton. Back to Thomas. Here's the 3. And the rebound goes to the Hornets.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
He just didn't like what he saw inside, so he takes the open transition 3. But if he'd missed, Coach might have had some words for him.
To the inside, Thomas. Well,
you got to finish that.
RJ, he's one of the most explosive scorers I know in the NBA.
Well, after Kyrie and KD got traded out of Brooklyn, Thomas went off, putting together a streak of 3 straight 40-point games. Now, he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Shots good by Williams.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
And they look like
I
a
think he tried to hurry up and intentional foul me too. That's why I'm glad I threw it.
Time to help spark this momentum change.
Using outstanding floor awareness there. Russell's ability to pick apart the defense and find the open man.
Williams can't hit. Nets leading by 5. Knocks it loose. On the wing, man. And that one is hammered home.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
An important 2 points. Not scoreboard, but also
The
for a
defender in
little bit of
jail.
momentum.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
It's Miller on the wing. 11 points in the game. 5 to shoot. Nifty move. Good defense by Claxton. The 3 from Thomas. Wow.
Oh, you got to finish that, man.
Almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
And he hits the first of 3. He hits the second from the line. And he nails the third. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They've played the better game so far, but they're
37.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. Here's Melton. Outside Thomas. They set the pick. Sinks the 3-pointer. Thomas got the 4th quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Brooklyn.
Well, he's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
Here's Bridges. Then Bridges jams it in.
Oh, just an impressive dunker of the basketball. I love how Bridges just takes the initiative and gets funky with his throwdowns.
Here's Nurkic. And the layup's good off the glass.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
No way you missed that. Come on, bro.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. 8-point game. Takes it inside. Nobody near Nurkic. And a miss there on the triple. And so it's Brooklyn with it. They've held a 12-point lead early. Thomas, no good. Hornets trail by 8. Inside. And Green slams it in.
And Ball is a proven distributor. He's got a real talent for spotting the cracks in the D.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. During that last break, I heard Jordi Fernandez as he talked with his team. Now, he told his guys not to get comfortable. He said, so we've got a little breathing room. So what? That's no reason to slow
Oh, I
down.
love that play.
He wants them to keep the effort up. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
A magician put the ball in his hands. LaMelo making it look easy.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Here's Russell. And it's good for 2. And the Nets lead by 9.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
This is what you expect from him, just coming alive and dominating in effortless fashion here in the 4th.
Left side, Miller. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Miller with the jam.
And this is what you like about Miller. He has great range from 3, but he can also make tough shots in traffic.
Here's Russell. And the rebound by Nurkic. Hornets trail by 7. Out to Miller. For 3, Bridges. A rebound by the Nets.
That is not the shot they needed there. You've got to work it around
to Johnson. From outside the arc. Rebound by Nurkic. Here's the Hornets with the ball. And here's Miller outside. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
Already, Miller showing he has no problem in the big moments. How about the gut from that young man?
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Yes, that goes in.
Yes, sir. Can't stop you going downhill.
Got 19 points.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
Outside ball. Out to Bridges. A three-pointer, no good. Nets leading by 6. Screen by Claxton. Oh, Claxton in position. Nurkic with the steal.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
Anything other than a make is game over. This is where you lean on your stars to get you to the finish line.
Basket here in this game. May be all over.
Yeah, but the main priority, Kevin, has to be taking care of the basketball and using the clock.
And the Hornets making a change here. Outside Thomas. Over Miller. Thomas, no luck.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Good. And now they trail by just 4.
And with his diverse game and 6'9" frame, Brandon Miller can score in bunches. And on nights like tonight, it's really hard to get someone to match up with him.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock.
Should have just held the ball. That was my fault. God
Outside
damn it.
ball. Lets the 3 fly.
That was stupid. I should have just held the ball.
Sensational bucket to bring them within 1. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy.
That was one of them situations where like you just too wide open and you just want to shoot it so bad.
Will put them up by 2.
Should have just held it to like the last seconds.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 3-point game.
And those were some big-time shots. Those free throws helping make this a 3-point game.
And timeout is called by Charles Lee. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. And what's their best move at this point?
And with this much time, they should be able to draw up a play and get themselves a decent look from the three-point line. Still, the D is going to be waiting for it in a
Excellent defense.
Never an easy shot.
And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. What a show they put out here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to
Should be a good matchup right here.
Greetings, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for our latest presentation of NBA basketball. Alongside Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. We'll be joined by Ali LaForce courtside. Pass to Maxey. 19-footer. It's rebounded by New York.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Offensively, Karl Anthony Towns is one of the most well-rounded big men in the league, Grant.
Yeah, maybe in league history, B.A. He's an elite three-point shooter, post scorer, and his passing is severely underrated.
Now here's Embiid. Fades back. Hart pulls it in. Brunson taking his time here. Outside Hart. Just 4 to shoot. Good on the shot.
Man, these dudes get bailed out left and right. This is crazy.
But you need some bucket getters too now.
Now Maxey. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. And now the Knicks on the break. It's stolen by Maxey. Down low. And Oubre gets it to go.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Despite Joel Embiid missing more than half of their games, Grant, the Sixers still won 47 games last season.
Yeah, B.A., and lots of credit goes to Tyrese Maxey, averaging over 26 points a game. Philadelphia also had some good depth, and that really helped.
Now here's Maxey. Pass to Embiid. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Nice looking jumper for Embiid. So fluid for a guy his size.
Towns, right side. Shoots over Embiid. Shot's good.
That's a good shot.
Why fade away there? Just making the shot more difficult, if you have to ask me.
Outside Maxey. Here's George. Again, Philadelphia.
I didn't see that coming. He sinks a pretty dicey shot.
Inside. The shot by Towns, no good.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
A chance here to catch up with Ali from the sideline.
Joel Embiid is setting records with his scoring, but he said, when I get stuck into just being a scorer, that's not the best version of me. I like sharing the ball. As you've seen the last couple of years, the teams that have won, they move the ball. Nothing is static. So that's how we should play. Pretty simple, Brian.
Yeah, great understanding, right? Thanks, Allie. And Philadelphia has possession after the basket by New York on the other end. Pass to Grimes. Here's Embiid. George outside. Takes the three. Buries it
The
from
shot,
three.
Paul George.
George has got 5.
Gets the ball and takes the shot. It's that easy for Paul George.
Here's Brunson. The rebound by Embiid. The Sixers trailing. And we've got 1:18 left in the first quarter of the game. George. That misses. Had a chance to tie it. To the inside. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Give him 8.
Nice positioning and footwork on point. And Town so smooth down there inside.
For 3, Maxey. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Outside Brunson. Fires at the elbow. And he can't connect. He's 1 for 3 in this game. Oh, there's the alley.
I threw that way too late.
And here we go, the Knicks in transition. Joel Embiid with the board. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. They trail by 1. These are his first free throws of the game. And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
Yo, what up, Carmen?
2 shots.
Ties it up, and his next one could give him the lead. And that one drops, so now they lead by 1. Here's Brunson. Over Maxey. Brunson with the bucket. Brunson's got 5 points.
And I love the trust between Brunson and his guys. I mean, working so hard to set each other up.
And here is Maxey. And he gets the
Man
bucket.
down, man down.
He's got 5.
With the utmost belief in his game, he's able to beat opponents in a number of ways.
That's the end of the first
And at the end of 1, both teams putting up some points. Philadelphia on top. They lead by 1. And we'll get the...
16.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And looking at what we've seen from Philadelphia, what do you guys think?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
Their points came almost exclusively from beyond the arc, and as this game continues, that should open up the floor for the rest of their offense.
Stolen by Bridges. And now the Knicks on the break. Here's Hart. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson. Hart's got his second basket. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Knicks.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
Kept alive. And the jam.
That's Surrey too soft down there.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
And Drummond just too damn slow.
Aging in the league can be a difficult process, Richard, but that's something you did very well.
Wow, a compliment. Thank you, B.A. Look, I knew I had to adapt or I would have been out of league sooner than I wanted to. You have to be able to adapt or die. That's what this league is about.
Brunson with it. Guarded now by George. Oh, they get a hand on it. In transition, here they come. Banked it in off the glass. George has got 7 points.
Good defense, y'all.
And it all comes together because George is a team player. He works so hard to support the play on the floor and be where he's needed to be for his team.
Well, I don't think anyone predicted that Jalen Brunson would become the player he is today, Grant.
Yeah, that's for sure, B.A. Or he definitely wouldn't have been a second-round pick. He's a hard worker, a competitor, and an elite offensive player.
Pass to McCain. Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Kicks it to George. To the middle. Second chance shot.
Yes, sir. Good ball movement.
With the bucket. Getting it done inside. Lowry's got his first points of the game.
Playing way bigger than his 6-foot height. Lowry scores it inside. He just plays with so much heart.
Outside Brunson. Back to Hart. Outside Brunson. 5 to shoot. Here's the teardrop. Rebound by the 76ers. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Sixers' 2 stars make a great pairing. Maxey said of Embiid, since I was a rookie, he's had the ultimate faith and believed in me. And Embiid said of Maxey, he's something else. Always smiling with the same energy. Good games, bad games, always the same. People like that set the tone for everybody else. Brian?
That's a good call, Allie. Thank you. And what's your take, guys, here on the hustle stats for the 76ers?
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
Yeah, nimble play by Bridges inside, navigating the contact and getting to his finish.
There's a minute 40 left in the first half of this game. Lowry outside. For 3, George. They get it back with 1 on the clock. And the jam by Drummond.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
And that's his MO. Be physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. And Philadelphia making a change here. And it's Lowry with the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. Pass to Grimes. Here's Embiid. The top of the key jumper is
Sir, he
on the
played a
mark.
cut, so I'm gonna pop out.
Look, and he knows he has the green light. Embiid's kind of attitude in these moments just makes him even more lethal.
And it's Brunson missing. The Sixers lead by 3. Here's Grimes. And the layup falls.
Hey, coast to coast.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
And Anunoby gets it to go.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Pass to Edwards. And here's Lowry. Screen by Embiid. To the paint. Whoa! Embiid with the slam.
The perfect roller. Joel Embiid can pop out and shoot, cut, make the extra passes, really anything in that set.
Towns outside. Pass to Hart. 5 on the clock. Towns with the ball. And Walker picks him up defensively. Again!
Damn, that's a good ass shot.
2 more. 3-pointer Embiid. No good on the last second attempt there. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Philadelphia on top. They lead by 2. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway. way through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. And New York has possession. And Grant, I know you played a part in Embiid's decision to join Team USA.
Yeah, B.A., I spent a lot of time talking to Joel Embiid and convincing him to play for us and the U.S. men's national team.
The Sixers leading. The three, George.
Ooh, Paul George.
Connects from downtown. George has got 12 points in the game.
Yeah, it seems like George could do this all night. He just keeps finding shots.
Down low. And Anunoby gets it to go. Anunoby's got his second basket of the game.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Here's Maxey. And the 76ers get it back. Stolen by Bridges. It's Hart on the wing. Good on the bucket. He has 6.
The defense got crossed up, and Bridges takes advantage with that pass.
Pass to Embiid. Up top, Oubre. Kicks it to George. 6 to shoot. Screen by Embiid. And they
Oh, George mid-range coming off that pick is crazy.
Sixers lead by 3. Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. Here's Brunson. Fantastic work down low from the crafty Brunson.
Inside Brunson is...
Man, we got to play defense. We can't stop nobody.
Pass to Grimes. Now here's Maxey. Brunson defending. And that's good. Maxey for 3.
What are you doing? You can't give a player like him that much space. Come on now.
Here's Brunson. And his 5th make of the game in 12 attempts.
And no matter how the D's coming at him tonight, Brunson has adapted. And that's what great scorers do. They figure it out.
Well, Grant, all the high hopes Knicks fans have had in recent years, they have finally come to fruition.
Yeah, it really was good to see the Knicks have a great campaign.
But that's a
last
tough
year.
buckets.
From the players to the coaches to the front office and the fans. They've pressed all the right buttons.
Towns. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
And that's the kind of physicality you want to see from Cat, using his size down low.
Outside Maxey. Pass to Grimes. To the middle. And then Embiid with the dunk.
Defense looks helpless against Embiid on that slam. He's just too physical.
Towns outside. Here's Brunson. Shoots over Maxey. Brunson misses. And Maxey's got the ball here for Philadelphia. They lead by 4. And here's another one for the Sixers.
Sir.
Maxey saying, sure, I'll take that.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Towns outside. It's Bridges on the wing. And the shot's good.
You'd love to get the ball this close in every trip where you can almost just not miss.
56 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. Now here's Maxey. 10 points for him. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. A chance to go 2 for 1.
And you really must play this just right.
Out to Bridges. It's Bridges on the wing. Towns on a screen. Goes up from the top. Bridges misses. Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Releases. Again, Maxey missing. Brunson with it. 13 points in the game. Out to the wing. And it's Towns with the power finish.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce. And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. That takes us to the end of the third quarter. What a game. Neither team giving ground. Philadelphia on top, leading by just 2.
Sixers, 46.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. Now Maxey. Uses the glass on the layup.
Maxey just completely disregarding the defense because he can.
Here's Towns. Rebound by Philadelphia.
Good contest.
Here's Maxey. Shot from the low post is good. Maxey's got 9 points now in the second half.
That sudden move off the pick, Maxey is tough to stay with defensively.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
Pass to Walker. The shot. Towns with a rebound. Knicks trail by 3. About a minute and a half into the fourth now. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
And no matter what the chatter is out there, all Big Cat does is produce on a nightly basis.
Let's look at the energy stats. How the hustle game has been going for the 76ers.
They have found a lot of success in transition, running at every opportunity and getting points before the defense can get set.
And the 76ers making a change here. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to find out what Nick Nurse was discussing with his players. He told the team he has complete faith in them, saying, we're right there, now we just got to make that push and really take hold of the game. We can do that. To me, it looked like his players are on the same page with him. Guys, back to you.
And Allie, thanks. The first one falls. And Joel Embiid with a number of different co-stars in his time in Philly, Richard.
Yes, Ben Simmons in his prime, Jimmy Butler, James Harden, they've all come and gone. But in Tyrese Maxey, Embiid might have found the tag team partner for the long haul.
Pass to Maxey. Wing shot on the way. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. New York trailing to take the lead. Out to Bridges. Beyond the arc. Knocks down the triple. Bridges has got 6 points in the quarter.
Drilling it from that coffin corner. Bridges wants that shot and searches it out.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for Philadelphia. Pass to Grimes. Back to Maxey. Can they get it? And he lays it in.
Man, I just need to just take over Maxey because Brunson's checking him.
When Maxey is feeling himself, he can really fill up that stat sheet.
And there it is for him. And the Knicks lead by 2.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for him.
Pass to Grimes. Outside Maxey. Here's Grimes. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Knicks.
They're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
And he makes both free throws.
In a tight game, he is exactly who you wanted at the line.
Here's Brunson. Brunson inside
Jesus.
with the finish.
I mean, towards the end of the game, you want Brunson out there, and he can do some special things for you.
Here's Maxey. Nice shot there, making him 8 for 13.
Attacking in a big moment. Maxey is not holding back.
Here's Brunson. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Brunson's got 19 points.
This has been the story of the game. A battle fought on offense.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
Outside Maxey. He can't get that one to fall.
Now, I understand that that shot didn't go down, but they will take that look every trip down the floor.
Pass to Hart. Towns outside. Back to Hart. Launches a three. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns. Now it's a 5-point New York lead.
And defensively, how do you leave them that open in crunch time?
Now here's Embiid. And here's George. Maxey surveys. Inside. Oubre. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good.
76ers foul. Tyrese Maxey. First personal foul. Second team.
So the first one drops, and that increases the lead to 6.
At the line.
And a tough break as his second attempt is no good at the line.
Things aren't looking good here. I mean, they need points, and they need them now.
And if I... were them, I'd start thinking about where I'm going to get food after the game, because this one looks a bit out of reach.
Kicks it out Towns. From deep. New York, no good that time either.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
And stolen by Brunson. And here comes the break. And he buries it.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
Time called here. The 76ers decide to talk it over. 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Given the situation here, what sort of strategy needs to be top of mind?
That they're going to have to work fast coming out of the timeout.
Yeah, no time to waste. They basically have to execute things perfectly from here on out.
.11 seconds left in the fourth. Knocks it loose. Fires the three. Grimes' shot is off. And so this one belongs to the Knicks. Boy, a hard-fought game.